Now, many of you already know that battery swapping station is one of the things that separates NIO from the other EV competitors. This is the unique technology that NIO offers to those that purchase their cars and subscribe to bus or battery as a service. Now, you know that this, of course, battery swapping station, those that subscribe to it can be able to swap a battery or the battery in their car in less than 4 minutes, which is something that is, of course, incredible and brings convenience, because the same time you would usually go, or you would go to a gas station and fill your car with gas, is the same time that you are able to swap the battery in your car. So this is the technology that NIO is continuing to deploy in of course, big numbers, trying to bring or offer convenience or more convenience to those that buy the NIO cars. Now today, ladies and gents, we just got wonderful news of saying that NIO has reached 1,700 battery swapping stations in China, which is something that, of course, it is a good thing, because you will know that NIO's target for this year is to see themselves deploying 2,300 battery swapping stations globally. You will know that this year NIO plans to have a total of 20 battery swapping stations in Europe, which is something that, of course, it is quite incredible, because not only, like I said, are they bringing or are they deploying this kind of technology for their Chinese consumers to enjoy, but they are also deploying this to their European customers to also enjoy this kind of technology. So to get to see that NIO finally reach 1,700 today makes me to be really excited, because you will know that NIO's target is to deploy 1,000 battery swapping stations in China, which they have deployed around 395. So they are still left with just 605 battery swapping stations to get to the target which they set for themselves for this year. And of which, do I think they will get to that target? Absolutely, because we saw in July NIO deploying around 100 battery swapping station, and you will know that the plan that NIO said they will try to achieve on a month to month is to get, of course, between 100 and 150 battery swapping stations being deployed, trying to, of course, meet their target of 2,300 battery swapping stations by the end of this year. Now, to those of you that might still not know the kind of convenience or the kind of benefits that you get when you subscribe to bus, NIO last week on, I think it was on LinkedIn, they issued, of course, the benefits or the advantages of battery swapping instead of going the normal route of charging the batteries in your car. As you know that many of the EV companies, they are deploying charging infrastructures, which, of course, some they take much longer, whereas on NIO, of course, you can be able to swap the battery in your car in less than 4 minutes. So for NIO, they gave those 9 points last week. And before I quickly go through them with you, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I really appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you are to enjoy the content that I'm giving you, or if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about NIO reaching 1,700 battery swapping stations globally, which, of course, their target, we already know that is 2,300, and now they are left with just around 600 battery swapping stations to get to that. So if you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, because on this channel, NIO is one of the stocks that I discuss a lot, because I believe in their fundamentals and their future prospects, and I believe that battery swapping station, or this battery swapping station technology, is one of the technology that will make NIO to win, to stand out, which is why we saw, or we are seeing companies coming out to partner or do major deals with NIO because of this technology. This is a technology that is here to stay, and it is going to attract not only the NIO clients maybe to subscribe to bus, but other EV companies will probably want to use this kind of service, or the battery swapping stations or NIO battery swapping station in the near future. So if you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think about battery swapping station. Otherwise, before wasting any more of your time, the 9 advantages that comes with battery swapping station, as highlighted by NIO late last week on LinkedIn, are as follows. Number 1 is obviously battery swapping station. As I've said, it is as fast as fueling your car in a gas station, which means that the same time that you would, of course, pour your full tank or fill your tank with, of course, fuel, is the same time that you would get to swap the battery in your car, which is the very first advantage that you get with subscribing to this kind of service that NIO provides or offers. Because charging, or the normal charging route, you will know that, as I've said, it takes more time, sometimes over an hour or 45 minutes to an hour, which though they are providing maybe ultra fast charging, it is still a bit slower than, of course, this battery swapping station. So benefit number 2 that you get when you subscribe to bus is, of course, you can go everywhere with confidence, because one of the things that NIO is doing is they are deploying these battery swapping stations in highways, in strategic areas, in gas stations, in not only China, but like I said, everywhere where they sell their cars. So along the highway, let's say you are in China and you are traveling using a certain highway, maybe you are going on a holiday, you find NIO battery swapping stations in most of the highways, or NIO has already deployed battery swapping stations along some of the highway or most of the highways in China, which, ladies and gents, that brings convenience. You don't have to worry about charging the car along the way, because the highway that you'll be using will be having a battery swapping station each and every, I think they said, NIO said that they are placing them each and every 150 kilometers, which is something that is quite good, to say that if you miss this one, you can still drive to the next one. So you can drive everywhere with confidence. This is one of the benefits that you get when you subscribe to bus, or that battery swapping station offers to those that subscribe to bus. Now, number 3 is that unlike maybe charging, where you can't sit probably the whole hour in the car charging your car, with battery swapping station, this process of where you go to a NIO battery swapping station and get it swapped, you do it hassle free. You just take the car, then everything is automated. You don't have to step out in the car while the battery is being swapped, which of course brings you or offers convenience, to say that if you have got passengers, your passengers don't need to step out of your vehicle while battery swapping station is being conducted by NIO, which is something that, of course, it is another advantage that adds on top of the 2 advantages, or of the 2 benefits that I've already indicated to you. Now, the 4th option, which I also think that this is important, is that battery swap offers you a choice to either choose to buy a battery or subscribe, or do a subscription on a battery, which of course subscription entails you going to utilize this NIO battery swapping station and swap the batteries in your car. So unlike other EV competitors or other EV makers, they will just make you to buy, of course, the battery, and you spend that battery, or you drive with that battery for almost the lifetime of the car that you bought. With NIO, you have an option to swap, or choose to swap the battery in your car anytime you feel like, unlike those that, of course, you will just have to charge, or the only option you have is just to charge the battery in your car. So this is another advantage or another benefit that you get when you buy a NIO car. You get to choose either to buy it with a battery or buy it without a battery and subscribe to bus. Now, number 5 is that each and every swap you do, it's a health check for your battery, meaning that you don't have to worry about if your battery, or the battery that you are using in your car, is healthy or not, because each and every swap that gets conducted into a NIO battery swapping station, it's a health check. So you don't have to worry about whether your battery is fine or whatnot, which, of course, on the other side, or looking at the other EV competitors, you will know that at a certain point, should your battery have problems, then you are forced, or you will be forced to go buy a new batteries, which we all know that batteries are not that cheap, ladies and gents. Batteries range, or they average around $20,000, which is something that, of course, it is a quite pricey thing when we look at the entire EV purchase. So with NIO, each and every swap, it's a health check, which is why it's another advantage. Now, number 6, of course, swapping offers you a longer battery life than, of course, charging, because with charging, you are just charging that one battery, which we all know, I mean, if you use, I mean, we get this from our phones. Once your phone becomes, of course, old, you know that the battery becomes weak, it doesn't last anymore, which is the same thing that you would get on a car, or on an EV car, when you buy it with a battery. So the battery won't last that long, whereas if you subscribe to bus, you don't have to worry much about the battery life, because you know that once it gives you a problem, you can just easily go and swap the battery into a NIO battery swapping station. So this is another advantage that, of course, battery swapping station offers to those that subscribe to bus. Now, number 7 is that, ladies and gents, the swappable battery, it can be reused or recycled at the end of its lifetime, which is something that is good, right? Because you are not going to discard whatever battery they were using at the end of the life cycle of that battery, but rather you can still go it and recycle and reuse it, or use it again, which is something that is quite amazing. Now, number 8, ladies and gents, these battery swapping stations enable load shifting and energy conservation, because during the day they perform swaps, whereas at night they charge the batteries that are stored in the battery swapping station. So they also are energy storers, or they store energy during the day, whilst at night they use the same energy to charge the battery. So this is one of the also good points when you look into battery swapping station. Now, the last point, ladies and gents, which is number 9, is that this battery swapping station offers you a choice to either swap with a 100 kilowatts battery or a 70 kilowatts battery, meaning that if you are doing short distances and not traveling long distances, you are able to use a 70 or a 75 kilowatts battery, and when you want to go for long distances, you are able to go and swap and get 100 kilowatts of battery, which will give you a much longer range than, of course, the 75 kilowatts. So it gives you that option that you don't have to worry when you want to either go for long distances or longer journeys, because you can just easily go and swap and upgrade the battery and get a bigger battery that can give you long ranges. So these are some of the benefits that you get from, of course, the battery swapping station. So I just thought I should just quickly give them to you, so that at least you are aware what the battery swapping stations can bring to those that subscribe into bus. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you buy new for the very first time, please do make sure that you do your own duties, so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.